I would imagine that 400 units in a month, completing in a month, is probably the same as what we get in the whole year in the whole of Gibraltar.
As in like across the market, no?
Yeah, I mean, it's not every day that you get a block or 3 blocks of that size coming to completion. And of course, these are also not normal apartments because, as we know, they are finished to a reasonably basic standard. So those people who move in have a bit of work. So first of all, there's a bit of work to get there, and then there's a bit of work in getting the place kitted out, to become habitable to individual tastes. This is primarily focused to people buying in Hassan's, but really it's relevant to anyone who's looking to move home or even upgrading their existing property. So in Grand Battery House, which is a well-known venue for most people in casemates, so we have around 20 exhibitors who are basically local businesses who are connected with the property world. So you have everything from air conditioning through to paint, tiling, bathrooms, furniture, household electronic goods, basically the sort of things that you'd expect to need when you move into a new home. So it's about bringing people into one roof. And I think for us in particular, it was about also promoting or supporting local business, because we know it's a time when people will shop around. They're perfectly entitled to do that. And of course, Spain is an obvious place for people to go. But we want to also give local businesses a chance to showcase their wares.
Why are you saying buy local, and what are the incentives there?
Well, I think if you look at any house purchase or house move, it's up there in one of the top 3 most stressful things that happen in life. I think people who've been through house moves a few times have experienced that. I know myself, having moved. The first time I moved, I said to myself, I'm never going to move myself again. I'll get a removals company to help me out. And in fact, one of the companies that's coming is a removals company as well. Because it is stressful. And especially if it's the first time many of these buyers are going to experience home ownership, there's a lot that they have to go through. So I think in part, buying local means that, of course, there's the local businesses know this development. They've probably already prepared a series of packages that they could offer local buyers. I know a few of them are putting special packages and discounts together. So I think I think we need to give local businesses an opportunity to show their wares, and if we get a chance and it's competitive enough and it's attractive enough, then let's buy local.
And Louis Montegriffo is here in the studio as well. We wanted to ask you, we heard Albert reference there the fact that approximately 400 properties will be completing. It's a real sort of tidal wave, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it works, not that it works independently from the main market, but it is independent because it is a new affordable housing scheme that's come through. It doesn't really impact the market from my perspective. What it does do, I think, in the medium to longer term, is it means that you've got a new generation of buyers. Most of these buyers, I imagine, will be young Gibraltarians who will invariably, a percentage of them will seek to step up the property ladder, which is obviously something where we will benefit from in the medium to long term as they move into hopefully other higher value properties, larger properties, and again these developments, as was the case as we were talking before, where the Montague Gardens type development or vineyards, etc., which are now plus 30 years old, are now essentially now completely open market, and I imagine this will be the case with all existing affordable schemes that we see today and that are being built in the future. So yeah, sure. This is all great for us. It's all great for the economy in general that we're seeing Gibraltarians and proud Gibraltarians being able to own their own home.